Welcome back to the Artist Spotlight series. In case you're new here, in addition to sharing how much events cost, I also want to take this moment to highlight some instrumental artists who got me interested in the electronic music scene in the first place. So today, let's talk about Solomun. Solomun has been mixing since the vinyl era when DJs were still lugging their records around to play. More recently, there's even been a New Yorker article highlighting his successful DJ career as the King of Ibiza. He shared in the article that while he's still an analog person at heart, the digital age has definitely helped his back. If you've seen this meme floating around the internet, it's true. He hates the fact that clubbers are taking videos of his set and prefers them to just have an immersive experience. Although Solomun's most closely associated genres are house and techno, obviously, he's also done a lot of cross-collaborations, cross-genres, for example, in R&B with Jamie Foxx, pop with Lana Del Rey, to indie with Foles. Interestingly, his body of work isn't necessarily reflected in his DJ sets, at least not all of them. Unlike a lot of other DJs, he doesn't focus on playing the tracks he produced solely in his live sets. I think he likes to incorporate some of the latest and greatest, especially given the fact that he has early access to a lot of unreleased tracks out there. And so a lot of times you'll find him playing tracks that nobody's ever heard of, or also known as IDs. I have actually first started listening to some of his produced tracks back in early 2019. As you can see here on my Spotify history, the first track I had liked is After Rain Comes Sun, which is truly a full circle moment considering the last time I saw him perform at the Brooklyn Army Terminal, it was literally pouring, raining, and it eventually became sunny and stopped raining. And even though there are a lot of old and gold records that Solomun has put out in the past few years, I actually really enjoy his latest album, Nobody's Not Loved, and have definitely been guilty as charged on putting it on repeat throughout the entire album. It's definitely worth a listen, and I know a lot of people don't like listening to full albums anymore, especially in electronic music, but this is definitely worth the time. So check it out if you haven't already. As far as the first time I've seen him perform live was at the Off Week Festival in Barcelona, and I'm definitely going to have to make another video separately just about this festival experience alone, because that was one of the more pivotal moments for me in discovering techno as a genre. I also freaked out a little bit when I found out that him, Solomun, and Peggy Gou did a B2B that same summer. I have seen them both live for the first time in Ibiza, and I will link that YouTube video down below. I'd say compared to other DJs, Solomun isn't as big of a talker, and I feel like he rarely takes interviews, so any insights into his personality would be coming mostly from other people who've actually interacted with him and have perhaps written up about their interviews with him. So I'd say the music mostly speaks for itself. Solomun is known for his afters, and there are many of these videos still circulating the internet till this day. One of them being the infamous Boiler Room set in Tulum that's been over 12 years ago, and it's still something that people are reposting, which goes to show how iconic those sets must have been if they're still holding status today. And sometimes he would conduct marathon sets at clubs. For example, in December 2017, he was only booked for 4 hours at Space Miami, but ended up playing a marathon set of 27 hours straight, which is insane because a lot of people actually left and came back the next day to find Solomun still playing. And he actually talks about this experience in the New Yorker article that I will link down below. And how is this even physically possible? He said that he was taking bathroom breaks, food breaks, and drink breaks when there were longer tracks playing, but still incredible tenacity and definitely fueled with a lot of passion, among other things. Fun fact, when I was visiting Miami a few years ago, I did hear about his Under the Wrap set at Space Miami. Unfortunately, I was leaving that day and there was no videography allowed, so I actually don't even know how it happened, but would love to still see one of these under the wraps that's happened eventually at one point or at one of those afters. Just some final thoughts. Solomun definitely is a man who puts music in the forefront because one does not simply play 27 hours straight without passion fueling this entire operation. And also, I will say that he is able to gracefully dance across different genres, so definitely a master to watch live if you haven't already. Definitely check him out. So that's all. Until then, see you in the next one. Bye!